Well, it's October 27th and doing some scouting. There's a truck. And clearly, we are not in shape for Colorado. Because this shit is crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What? You were in it. This is so steep. And this is not even that bad, which is the crazy part. This is nothing like PA at all.
Someone definitely got fucking stuck there, and they got
What was your first indication? Dude, like you said, at least it's not wet. Because if it was wet, this would be a freaking mess.
If it's
That's why I'm kind of afraid. Like tomorrow, if it rains, I don't know, up to an inch, like that could really wash stuff out back here.
It all depends on how hard it rains. Though. If it don't rain hard, it like.
So we just drove down from back there, and I think we have our spot for tomorrow morning. We've had. There's a whole bunch of deer poop here.
Like some of this poop you might be right. It might not be deer poop.
It might not be, but I think
there's a mix.
Well, there's a lot over there on this side of the mountain. So I think we're gonna set up over there and watch
I would say
all of this in the morning.
We should park your truck over there, walk up and sit on one of these, probably that bank right there. And then that will open all.
Like literally see for like miles. And how far do you think it is to like this peaks?
Which one?
Like that's farthest one.
Like that one way up there?
Yeah, that one way up there, that little point.
I'd say that's about 3 miles.
I mean, we're at about 8,000 feet of elevation right here. So I think we're gonna go over here next and try to, I think it's called Blowout Hill over there, and try to see what's going on over there too. So much sage. Obviously you can see and smell it. Wow. It is opening day and it's raining, but at least we have a view. And it's like 35 degrees, would you say?
35.
35 degrees. Haven't seen a deer. And it's a great time. Great time. There's a view back there. Not there. Having a blast. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's elk. There they go. They're all a bunch of. They call them does or elk?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two does. They're all up there.
A cow.
Oh yeah, cow. I forgot the word. That is so cool.
There's more of them coming.
I wonder if there's a bull. There's a bull in there. Dude, I saw that and I was like, there's life. That's so cool.
Yeah, I'd say.
So fun. I can go back down that way and go up the other side of it. where we saw those elk yesterday. Because this is just too steep. I mean, that's a mile. We're not going to shoot anything from up here. Let's just not fall down. It was a lot easier getting up here. I mean, it's a lot easier going up than it is going down. I feel like it's harder to fall going down. Especially because the clay is so wet now. Oh, man. I mean, stones are okay. Jesus. I don't even know how to get down. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh man, I need to put my gloves on. Once I get off this really steep crap, it'll be okay. Oh my gosh. You slip. This is what happens when 8 inches of snow melts in 2 hours. What a disaster. Well, I mean, we're just like walking through slop at this point. Not really sure what to do because the roads are too bad to drive back. And even if we had a side-by-side, I don't think that we would still get stuck. So just very confused how people get back these roads considering there's 2 paved roads in this whole unit. I mean, hopefully this dries up maybe in 2 days, but it doesn't look too promising. What time is it? It's after 6. And it's just sun just set. We're freezing. I said we're freezing. Oh, it's so cold. And haven't seen any deer. And the truck's like 2 or 3 miles that way because we decided to park far away. And yeah, just waiting to see a deer here. So it's October 30th, about 1:30 in the afternoon, and we're just kind of scouting around. And yes, I'm wearing a face mask because I got severely burned yesterday. I guess the snow was just so reflective and the sun was so bright that I got a really bad sunburn. I only want to take it off because it's so, oh, it's so red, it's so sore. But, so that sucks. I'm hoping that gets better. But we're just walking through Juniper. I sent Joe that way, and I'm gonna walk this way. We were kind of over there this morning, the spot that I wanted to go first thing this morning. Turned out to not be what I expected, so kind of back to the drawing board here, but thankfully these roads have dried out, so we're able to actually drive back here, which is awesome. So we should have a good 4 days of dry weather back here in this BLM land, so we'll see what happens this evening. We're going to set up on the outskirts of Juniper, overlooking the sage fields, and we see so much sign in these juniper bushes and then in the sage fields, so they're here. I just think they're coming out like first thing in the morning and last light in the evening. So it's just about sunrise here. Oh my gosh, not sunrise. Just about sunset, obviously. And just walking around a bit because I haven't seen anything. And I'm thinking I'm gonna switch up our game plan of the morning and go about 45 minutes north of here and try to get to some higher areas. I've been talking to some people, and that's the kind of the advice I've been given. So we'll see what happens here as the sun starts to set. But we're in a pretty good spot. We can see all around, and we're just kind of overlooking these juniper patches where we think we've seen bedding, so we're thinking they might pop out there, but I'm not entirely sure because that hasn't happened as of yet. So like I said, it's just about sunset here. I was kind of starting to get pretty discouraged today just because we've seen elk. We saw about another 40 elk, the most elk I've ever seen, like down in a valley, and then we saw about 6 or 7 does, mule deer does, but no bucks, and that was also on private land. My face is still very burnt. Temperature's dropping pretty quick here. It was like 8 degrees this morning. I think it's probably around 20 degrees right now, maybe 25. Still have not seen anything. I came back to the other side to see if I could see anything out in the distance here, but I don't think I see anything either. But still a pretty incredible view. Oh, there they go. They do hop. That's so weird.
I was just gonna say that. So that's what that means when they say they hop.
They're such funny little things. Of course, this is not public ground, but I just wanted to come out and look at them. Yeah, I see them now. Hello, ladies. Back up a little bit.
Can you tell us where your stud of
Literally.
buck?
What if we just accidentally hit one? They're like not even afraid of like people. They're so weird. Hey buddy, why don't you go onto the public land? Wow. Okay, no, that's pretty decent.
Oh.
There's like at least three really good bucks right on the border public land. Go figure. Jeez. Okay, it's Wednesday, November 1st, and I'm just about to head out here. You can see the sun is just starting to peak over there. be a really cool sunrise. So I'm gonna make a big loop today, I think, and try to get down here in some of these areas where you can't really access it by vehicle, and hope that maybe the deer are being pushed there. So it's just after 7 o'clock here, and I'm just watching the sunrise. And I'm looking out over all these sage fields, and I can see the tree line on that side to see if anything's gonna pop out this morning. Didn't really see any other hunters except people driving around, but apparently that's what we do here, drive around. So we'll see how the morning goes here. It's just after 7, and I walked back probably half a mile from my truck. I'm about 30 minutes from the main road where I parked, and I'm just gonna watch these fields. This is a BLM road right here that runs back up there, but I don't think it's very heavily trafficked. So I'm just gonna kind of watch all this stuff this morning and see if something pops out of that tree line over there. There's a deer right in front of me, about 300 yards. It's really hard to see him. I don't think it's a buck, I think it's a doe. Now I kind of lost where he's at. She was like in this area. I'm gonna see if I can see it again in my binoculars. Just kidding, I am extremely blind apparently. That's a bobcat. Or not a bobcat, it's a mountain lion. It looks something like a mountain lion. Or a coyote. Do they have coyotes out here? It's really hard to tell. It's so far out there. I just saw the long tail. So definitely not a deer. And he's kind of coming up here where we're gonna cross paths. So definitely glad I have a pistol and my rifle here. He just kind of snuck off this ridge right here. That's kind of cool. And I think he's walking down this road that parallels where I'm walking. So after looking back at that video, that was mountain lion. So that was a pretty crazy experience. I know it didn't look like that in the video, but it was like under 300 yards away from me. And I thought he was gonna go up the other mountain, but then he turned and started walking to me through this sage stuff, and I could not see anything. And I was not about to find out what happens when you run into a mountain lion, so I hightailed it out of there and got to the higher ground here. I do have a pistol with me and my rifle, obviously, but I didn't really want to find out what was going to happen, so at least I saw something. Well, that's pretty much a wrap here. Oh my gosh, my face is still so burned. Yeah, well, I've learned a lot in the past, 5 or 6 days. I've seen a lot of deer, had that one opportunity. But I definitely take this as a learning experience, and I would like to come back. And definitely do things a little bit different next time, so